Welcome back to the Playdate by Freshly Picked. I'm your host, Kaitlin Hansen, and welcome to another week of midweek mantras. As always, I am going to start off with just a little quick rundown of my week, what kind of things I've been up to, and what kind of things I'm looking forward to. So, first things first, this week has been a great week. I don't always feel this way when things are busy and chaotic like how they've been, but I feel so accomplished and just grateful for all the things that I am able to get done and grateful that my mind works the way that it does and provides me a way to be a problem solver and to figure things out. I am the queen of taking on a lot of things. Some might say overcommitting to things, but we've been working on a move for Freshly Picked, and I got to be the point of contact for that, which I love a move. I know people think I'm insane for that, but there's something about being able to just like clean through everything, moving into a fresh space, boxing things up. Like when I was moving my house, both times, I would make it like I would set a goal for myself where I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna like pack 3 boxes. I love a checklist and getting things done. So I guess that's what it really boils down to it. But I like boxing things up. I like figuring out ways to fit things, places, and organizing and downsizing, clearing things, making room for things that you love and only keeping things that you really love. So yeah, I've been in charge of the move for Freshly Picked and it's been really fun. I've been able to just kind of organize that and be the boss. Maybe I like shouldn't admit this, but I love like having a clipboard and like telling people what to do and like project managing things. So I'm just really like fulfilling a lot of those things. And it's been fun too because I have been able to bring some of the people closest to me in to kind of help me with this and just spend time with them and working. Like one of my best friends and neighbors, Kylie, came to help me move the other day to move things and organize. My sister came today. My husband's been a great help. And overall, it's been great. So that's kind of what's been going on the work side of things. Home side of things, we've still just been working on lots of projects within the house, trying to get our basement all finished, trying not to start new projects, and just really spending time with family and friends, which has been awesome. I love this weather this time of year where it just starts to get a little crispy. You got to start wearing more layers and just feel snuggly and cozy. And I guess that kind of leads me into what I'm looking forward to. Yeah, just a lot of that I'm looking forward to. I think I said this last time, a fall leaf crunching walk. Me and my husband also decided that we were going to make this like a yearly thing, but we got a memory that popped up on our phones that was like a year from today. We took I think it's at Deer Valley. It's whichever one has the St. Regis Hotel in Park City, but they have a free scenic chairlift and it is so fun. We got to do that last year. We took both the girls. You get on there, ride, just look at all the leaves, look at the beautiful views, and then just kind of get to hang out up there. And then what we did last year was we have a camp trailer, which unfortunately we haven't been able to take it out this year yet. But last year we brought that and just parked it in the parking lot. And then right after we did the scenic lift, we found a little campsite in Camas. And then we made dinner, sat around the campfire, and then just enjoyed a night in nature. And it was kind of cold, but luckily we've got, a heater and things in our trailer and just got to all bundle up together. We brought the dogs, my 2 girls, and it's just fun to just kind of like run away and have a little staycation kind of thing. So we usually just we have like a go-to camping food. We usually make like taco salad and then in the morning, wake up and make breakfast burritos and then head home. And it's not too much work because we have our trailer already stocked with everything. And then really we just go and it's so fun. So I've been telling my husband I am looking forward to doing that and really want to do that. And then just another thing that I have been up to, I actually just got back from a dinner with some of my girlfriends. These relationships are super special to me. I went with my friend Annie, who I used to work with years ago. I think it was before, honestly, before I even got married. She's like been with me through it all, through like the dating, marrying, babies. We had babies together. So we've worked at 2 jobs and she's incredible. So we got together with her. And then one of the most special, and like I'll never forget the impact that he's played in my life, but one of my bosses, Bo, we're close with his wife as well, Kayla, and we all got to go to dinner together and just kind of catch up and talk about motherhood and what's going on in each other's lives. And it just was such a great dinner that really filled my cup because even though I don't see these incredible women as often as I would like, they just are so great. And both of them bring a different perspective and have different life things going on. And I loved that we could just connect and talk about the beautiful and the hard things in motherhood. And we talked a lot about empathy and what children are going through. And it just was a great dinner filled with awesome food. Our plans actually like didn't work out. We were trying to go to one restaurant and then they didn't have any tables. And then we went to another one and they didn't have any tables. And we ended up at a pizza place and pizza's my favorite food. So worked out well and it was so yummy. So great company, great vibes. And I love that we get to stay in touch and in contact. And you just never know when people come into your lives, like how much of an impact and a friendship it will be. So grateful for that. We were talking about too, because I was going to come straight from that dinner over to the podcast. And I'm like, oh, dang, what am I going to talk about this week? And my friend Annie was like, you always say, like, my phrase is always like, what a time to be alive. I say that all the time. And I'm like, what does that actually mean? I use it kind of like as a filler and just like, oh, I don't know what to say. Or like, wow, that really is crazy. And I guess kind of what it means to me is like, there's so much going on in the world. And I think it is beautiful and just always changing and moving. And like, just, I think of it as like, wow, like I'm grateful for all the things happening. I think even the not so great things teach us lessons and help us to learn and grow. And so, what a time to be alive. But along those same lines, I wanted to dive into a little quote that I found. It says, the hard things lead to good things. The seasons that test your strength, the situations that feel uncomfortable, and the decisions that require courage are the very things that will lead you toward true fulfillment. If you're willing to walk through fire and surrender to uncertainty, you will eventually experience all the beauty that awaits you on the other side. So stop running away from the hard things because the hard things build the foundation for the good things to grow. And this, I guess, really hit home for me because I've talked about this on the podcast, but almost exactly a year ago, I was in, the worst place I had ever been in, spiritually, physically, mentally. I just felt like I was putting in all this work and I just like couldn't even think of anything that made me happy. And that feels really sad because I had such an incredible life. But I think that there are, things out of our control, like chemical imbalances in the brain and just certain things that can impact our mental health. And I think that a lot of the things that I went through to get me to the place that I am to be were hard things. And I think it is constant work every single day to choose to have a positive attitude and choose to progress and keep on keeping on. And I just think that, like, if you don't go through some of the hard things sometimes it's hard to recognize the good things, but they're just the hard things also lead to the good things. And I specifically like the part where it says the seasons that test your strength in situations. I think I talk about this a lot, but just like seasons of life. And just like there's seasons of the year and things like that. I love the phrase that there's seasons of life. There's times where things are going to go really well. There's times where things are going to be super hard. And I think that there are seasons of busyness. There are seasons of slowing down. And I really, truly do believe that the seasons that test your strength are and make you feel uncomfortable are what are going to result in the best to come, the best things to come in true fulfillment and happiness. So I would encourage everybody to do something this week that tests you a little bit, that makes you jump outside of your comfort zone. Maybe it is befriending a new person. Maybe it's doing a small act of service. Maybe it is trying a new skill. I encourage everybody to do that. And especially in this season that is going into fall and wintering, I'm like so excited for a season of just wintering. And I really want the next couple months to be restful because I feel like, especially coming off of summer, it's busy, 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 jump into activities. And we're approaching a holiday season. And I do want it to be just restful, giving myself grace, and trying new skills and doing new things that are ultimately going to lead me to be the happiest, healthiest version of myself. So I know that it wasn't a typical motherhood affirmation, but going back to things, you have to fill your cup first. And I think as a mother, there's so many things going on, and so much of your life is dedicated to your children. And the things that happen with your children are hard, but you need to focus on also yourself and what's going to make you happy. So hopefully that helps somebody out there this week. And I hope that this midweek mantra encourages somebody this week. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful, happy week. And we will see you next time. Thanks for listening.